Your purpose for sending these out is to get people to respond and to invite you out. Right?
Gotcha.
That's what they're going to be doing. So it's simple. We keep it simple, but that's the focus. So if you do that for the next 5 days, 10 a days for the next 5 days, every day you're going to be getting responses. By the end of the week, you're going to have a handful or two of appointments that you're going to be either have gone out to and or are continuing to go to, so that the following week or so, you're going to be making decisions on which property you want to take.
Got it.
Want to know how to start an Airbnb business? Hey guys, I'm Jim G from JimGCoachingClub.com. And in this video, I'm going to show you one of the key pieces to starting your Airbnb business without owning property. In fact, I'm going to let you listen in on a conversation that I had during one of my rental arbitrage and Airbnb passive income strategy sessions with one of my Airbnb Accelerator Academy students, Susan, who after this meeting went out and got her first Airbnb passive income property in just 24 hours. So if you watch, you'll be able to copy my Airbnb playbook and get started with your own Airbnb to easily go from $0 to making between $1,500 and $15,000 per month of passive Airbnb income without experience and without owning property. So if you're tired of stressing and worrying about money because you just don't have enough passive income to support your current lifestyle without running out of money, or just because you just don't have enough income to support your current lifestyle, and you want a simple way to use real estate for passive income, giving you more financial freedom, financial independence, so you can have more time to do the things that are really important to you, like spending time with family, friends, loved ones, helping those that are really in need, being more of a blessing to your church and your community, traveling, or pursuing your real passions. So if that's you, keep watching and I'll take care of you. I'll make sure you have all the information you need to start your own Airbnb passive income of $1,500 to $15,000 a month in just 30 days without experience and without owning property. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Your purpose for sending these out is to get people to respond and to invite you out.
Gotcha.
Right? That's what they're going to be doing. Your purpose of going to see these places is not necessarily to lock up a property when you get there. That's not your point. Your purpose is really to do a couple things. One, you're going to take a look at the place, yeah. But even more so, you're there to establish rapport and to build relationship, to see if that person that you're going to be dealing with is going to be the type of person you want to do business with, and to make sure they know by the time you leave that you are definitely the type of person you want to do business with. Right? That's your whole purpose. Now, again, it's going to be a formality as far as going through the place. I mean, you're going to walk through it and stuff, but that's really neither here nor there for the most part, because it's not going to be much different than what you see all the time or what you saw online or whatever. The goal really, as you're walking through, is now you're going into this thing with the mindset of an investigator in a sense. You're going in with the mindset of, the win-win, right? Win-win. And so let's talk about win-win principles, right? And so the win-win principles are, you got to understand what your needs are. Like you just did the analysis. You know that if you can get this place between this and this, you're going to make money.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's what you want, right? And so you already know your win. You don't have to think much about that. Now you have to become a listener, reading between the lines, and also reading the direct messages as well for what their needs are, right? So when you understand what their needs are, then if you have the ability to solve that where it's not in conflict with what your needs are, then that's their win. When you can get them their win without being in conflict with your win, boom, it's done, right? So your goal is when you're going through and you're striking up conversation, right? You're walking, you're meeting them, that you've already kind of introduced yourself via the what do you call it, the template, and so they have you coming out, and you're going to be talking to them and all that. So then as you're doing that, you are you're asking specific questions for a reason. So for instance, you want to get a feel for who was the last tenant, why are they renting this place, why, so when you ask, how long's the place been vacant, right? You get a feel for that. That's going to give you some information. It's going to give you the information as far as, well, it just came vacant, a couple days ago. Okay, so it hasn't been vacant that long, or it's been vacant for 30 days or 45 days. Now it's been vacant for a while, and they're looking to get this thing rented, right? But the other thing is, if it's been vacant longer, then it leads into other questions like, oh, why has it been vacant so long? What happened? Oh, we had to do a bunch of work because the last tenant was this or last tenant that. Now it helps you understand that, okay, they had an issue. Right. So not only has it been vacant and there hasn't been any money coming in, but it's been vacant and they've spent money. So what their needs are. In a sense, they want to get it rented, but they want to get it rented to someone that's responsible, because they just had an issue, right? Or if it hasn't been vacant that long, then oh, okay, great. How long was the last tenant there? Oh, she was here for 4 years. Oh, she was a great tenant. So okay, so they're used to having a good tenant, right? That they love. And that's, so these are going to help you in your talking points. You understand? Because you're listening for these key signals for your talking points to help introduce the things that to plant the seeds of the things that you want them and need them to know about you. That you are responsible, where it's not like an interrogation where you're being interviewed, but you're kind of doing your own interview and they don't even realize it. Like, you're not saying, okay, well, I'm this and I'm this, I'm that, but it's going to help you to kind of talk about different things to help them understand that, man, she's got it going on. She's good. She is responsible. She's this, she's that. She's not going to give me any issues. And, by the time you leave there, you want you to be burned into their brain that I want Susan in my place, right? She's not the typical tenant. Like, I really want her in my place, right? So that's what you want. And that's the whole point. And so here's the other thing. The other thing is, when you're going through and you're talking to them and then you're walking through, you're getting to know the property, you're not really going to be doing anything to negotiate a deal there, right? You're going to be leaving, you're going to be shaking hands, you're going to be taking numbers and just let them know that you're going to get back to them. So you're texting because you might have, you can even let them know that there's a couple other things that you're considering at the moment. So, but let's, let's stay in touch. What number can, you might already have the number. Can you receive text? And that's a good way to do it, because now you can go back and forth and communicate via text. But what happens is when you're doing that, the goal really is to establish the value in that appointment is really that potential relationship that you're establishing, not the property. Why?
Right.
Because if it's a realtor or if it's an owner, and say someone else rented the place, or you come to realize after going through the numbers again, you know what, this one's not going to make sense from a numbers perspective, but they love you, they're going to say, well, you know what, if they got more property or opportunities for more property, they're going to say, you know what, Susan, okay, this one didn't work, but I got a couple others. Is that okay? Would you want to take a look at that? Not only that, but then after they've gotten to know you, because you've eventually started doing business together, you've rented one of their places, 2 or 3 months down the road, they're going to be saying to you, oh my gosh, like, I'm loving it. You know, I got more places. Would you like
Oh,
another?
wow.
That's how this works. So
Wow.
the value is not really the property. The value is that relationship. So
Gotcha.
it's key that when you're out there, you're developing, you're establishing the rapport, you're developing the relationship, you know, and because that's where the value is, and you know, and it's going to be either for that property or for something else or for more later on down the road, or all the above, right? And so that's where you want to be. That's the mindset when you're going out to these places. Okay.
Got it. Makes sense.
Yeah. So it makes sense. So that's really the big picture. I gave you a lot. So the key right now is to send out. You can send out 10. If you want to send out a little bit more, you can. But
Okay.
in the morning, you want to send them out early. Why?
Okay.
Because, you know, first thing people do when they wake up in the morning, most people anyway, they're checking their phones and checking their emails, right?
That's true.
Right. You want yours to be the first.
Okay.
Or in the top 5. So when they get up, they're seeing your stuff because you sent yours out. I don't know how early you get up if you're still an early riser, but
Yeah.
you know, if you could send yours out early in the morning, it'd be great, because then by noon, you're going to have, you know, a number of people responding.
Okay.
Okay. And so does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. I get it.
Is it different than what you were thinking and when you were going about it on your own?
Yes,
Just last couple
definitely.
days? Okay.
Definitely different. And it makes a lot of sense. It's understandable and it's doable.
Yeah. So it's simple. We keep it simple, but that's the focus. So if you do that for the next 5 days, 10 a days for the next 5 days, every day you're going to be getting responses. By the end of the week, you're going to have a handful or two of appointments that you're going to be either have gone out to and or are continuing to go to, so that the following week or so, you're going to be making decisions on which property you want to take.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. So how did you like being a fly on the wall in that strategy session? If it added value for you, type needed that in the comments below. Needed that in the comments below. So I love this Airbnb passive income rental arbitrage strategy because it's 1, predictable, 2, reliable, and 3, very scalable. So you don't have to worry about money anymore. Airbnb is not just for retired moms like Susan. Airbnb is for college students, or you can do Airbnb without college. I also recommend Airbnb income for wholesalers, Airbnb for military, and Airbnb for millennials. But regardless of what category you fall into, you can have the same Airbnb success that my other students have. You just need a desire to get started, the ability to follow my simple steps, the right success mindset, and a real burning desire to quickly build your own Airbnb passive income. If you can follow simple directions and can carve out 20 to 30 minutes a day to get started with Airbnb ASAP, type yes in the comments below. And if you've watched this far, I'm going to assume that you're really serious. So I'm also going to encourage you to watch my other video cheat sheets that'll give you more details on my win-win principles, how to get started, and to see my other Airbnb student success results. Many who started with 0 and no properties got their first Airbnb property in less than a week and generated thousands immediately without owning, by simply following my steps. And you'll also see Susan's results 24 hours after implementing what I taught her. So download the cheat sheets and watch the other videos. If you want simple ways to use real estate for passive income, to give you more financial freedom, financial independence, and or to begin building wealth. Or if you just don't have enough current income and it's causing you to lay awake at night with constant worry and constant longing to do what you know deep down inside you should be doing, like spending more time or quality time with your family, friends, loved ones, being able to better help those who are really in need, and support your community and your church, or just really having the time to pursue your real passions and your life's vision. But you can't because your time is dominated by something else that's helping to pay the bills. Then I recommend you download my free Airbnb Getting Started cheat sheet to get started by copying and implementing my simple steps today. Or if you don't want to be bouncing around from video to video, piecing everything together, then register to attend my free online 1-hour Airbnb Empire Masterclass and apply to become one of my Airbnb Accelerator students like Susan, so I can personally work with you, handhold you through the process, and give you everything you need to help guarantee your success. After you complete the application, you'll be able to schedule a live video one-on-one strategy session with me to go over your application. I'll spend about an hour with you. I'll be looking at your current situation. We'll be talking about where you want to be. I'll be learning your big why to see how I can best help you and to see if we're a good fit. You can register for the masterclass and download the Getting Started cheat sheets by clicking the link in the description below. Also, if you enjoyed what I shared with you in this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell below to be notified when I publish new videos. If you got real value from this video, or you know someone who can benefit from what I shared with you, you can be a blessing by liking and sharing the video. In fact, screenshot my image. I'll pose for you. I'll pose. So screenshot my image, post it with my video link on social media, and send me the link to your post. If you do that, I'll mention you in my group comments, and I'll connect with you as well. So with that said, I want to thank you for watching and allowing me to be a part of your future success. I don't take it lightly. And as always, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.